one of the first groups, and we're talking about the Dadas, talking about Cubists. It was an age of isms. You know, between 1880 and 1930, there were more isms than you could imagine. Surrealism, Dada, but the first avant-garde movement was Futurism. Manifesto 1919, Marinetti. And it was a total change that they were after. A total change. Bomb the libraries. Museums are graveyards. This is the kind of talk that they began to talk. And it was to be total, this change. It was to affect even cuisine. Yeah, you should read some of the recipes to the Futurist cookbook. Will make your mouth water and your head spin. And it'll make you afraid to eat all at the same time. Tonight we're going to share with you various works and performances. Marinetti himself, some vintage recordings. And we'll start with some manifestos and go right into some words unleashed. Technical Manifesto of Futurist Literature, 11 May 1912. I was in an airplane sitting on the gas tank, my stomach warmed by the pilot's head, when I suddenly felt the absurd inanity of the old syntax inherited from Homer. Raging need to free words, releasing them from the prison of the Latin period. It has, of course, like any imbecile, a provident head, a stomach, 2 legs, and 2 flat feet, but will never have 2 wings. 1. We must destroy syntax by placing nouns at random as they are born. We must use the verb in the infinitive. We gotta get rid of the adjective. No adjectives. Blasted ugly adjectives. And along with the adjectives, the adverbs. Abolish the adverb. Every noun should have its double. Every noun should have its double. And no more punctuations. You got it? No more punctuations. Analogies here have become increasingly vast. The connections increasingly deep, though very, very remote. There are no categories of images. closely woven nets of images or analogies that we will cast into the mysterious sea of phenomenon. Except for its traditional form, this sentence from my Marfaka, the futurist, is a closely woven net of images. All the bittersweetness of his youth rose in his throat, like the cries of children rising from the playground to their old teachers, learning on the proper of the territories from which their boots can be seen skimming across the sea. Destroy the I in literature. The first person singular. No more first person singular. Osculate through things in freedom and capricious engines, the breath, the sensibility, and the instincts of metal, stone, wood, etc. Replace the psychology of man, now spent, with a lyrical obsession with matter. We need an intuitive physiology of matter. We must introduce into literature three elements that up to now have been neglected. Sound, manifestation of the dynamicism of things. Weight, faculty of flight in things. And smell, faculty of dispersal in things. Together, we will invent what I call the wireless imagination. One day we will achieve an even more essential art when we dare to suppress all the first terms of our analogies and give only the uninterrupted sequence of second terms. Let us boldly create the ugly in literature and kill solemnity wherever it may be. Words in freedom, hate intelligence, mechanical man with replaceable parts. If any of this seems extreme to you, it is. If any of this seems a bit too much, it is. If any of this seems like, what's wrong with these guys? Everything! Everything is wrong. Everything is wrong. If we can perpetrate such atrocities, everything is wrong. Until we can awaken a conscience, a real conscience in human beings, everything is wrong, and we have to have this kind of extremity. Otherwise, there is no future. Otherwise, there is no future.